Okay. Well, I was in a grumpy mood, and then I went to the Starbucks drive-thru, and the lady in front of me bought my meal. So, as shitty as the world might feel right now, I felt very called to do this reading. So, we're gonna do a reading for the midway of the Mercury retrograde. And if you're anything like me, you're definitely learning about yourself during this Mercury retrograde. Okay. Technology's not working. My brain's not working. Sorry if I haven't replied to you in like 5 days. I'll talk to you in a week. The Chariot. Moving forward. Almost being one-minded, not in a bad way, but like your direction is very clear on achieving something. You are not going to let something get in the way of it, kind of thing. Even if there are factors around you right now. So these are 2 major arcana already. It could be Cancer energy, could be a water sign. But this to me would just be like a very domineering kind of energy where it's like you have your eye on the prize, you know where you want to go, you know what you want to do forward, and you're going to achieve it whether or not anybody tells you you can. With the Judgment beside it, it's almost you might want to be moving forward, you might have this idea and you might want to push on and keep going, and you might want to like almost dominate the situation and just achieve. But Judgment is here to kind of put you a little bit back in your place. It's kind of like you get this big idea, or you want to move, or you want to buy a car, or you want to like do this big future thing, yet you're either blocked from the universe or there's things standing in your way, there's obstacles. This could almost be like a moment of, people say it can be classified as like drop to your knees and plead for help. It can be almost, Judgment is like, I want to move forward, but I don't know how. I want to prevail, but I don't know how. I know where I'm going, but I don't know how to get there. Or it's almost like your desire to do that is so deep, but at the same time, it's so upsetting that it's not happening as quickly. So it's almost like giving in to timing, or giving into judgments that you might not know where you're going right now. You might not know what that looks like, but it feels good. It feels exciting. You're probably in the midst of creating something. This could be either mind, body, spirit, 3 of Pentacles, or it could be you working with other people. It could be the requirement to almost see other people's opinions on it, like before you move forward. If you do move forward too quickly, the Tower in reverse might come in, so it might almost be like, it might almost be like an epiphany gone awry, or you need to move forward, you know you have to move forward, but the Judgment is carrying shit from the past, or staying in the burning building, right? It's like resistance to wanting to move forward, deep desires to want to move forward, yet there's still a pain, there's still this like push and pull energy that's like, have you done your work? Like it's a little voice inside you that's like, have you done enough? Are you good enough? Are you worth it? It's almost like a test, like one more final fucking test before you get to live your new version, your new path, your new whatever you want to go by. The Tower reverse though is either a need to relook at the past and look at how that went down so that you don't make the same mistakes, or it's an acceptance and a releasing of the past. It's an acceptance of not being either fully what and how you wanted it to prevail, or accepting that things aren't always going to go your way. Emotionally even. And maybe it's almost like, as shitty as it is, like you can't do everything on your own. And if you're feeling a little bit lost, it's okay to ask for help. It's okay to lean on the people in your life. Why is the Queen of Cups reversed? So this could be a requirement or a need to almost reevaluate like where you're moving forward. Who are you moving forward with? What does that look like to you? It's almost taking inventory, especially if there was the Magician reversed could be a mischievous energy. It could be a misplaced manifestation. You could have been manifesting in a bad state. You could have been attracting things. Like, you're always attracting things, right? So even if you might have not called something in, or maybe if you've finished or you have decided to stop that manifestation, there could still be parts of that that are subsiding. So even though you've decided that you want to move forward, or you've decided that your future is going to be different and you're ready to prevail on that, imagine it like your body hasn't caught up yet. Like, you know, I was sitting in my car, I was feeling like shit, I was starting to feel that almost like worthlessness and feeling of like, fuck, what is the fucking point? Like, I was doing so good last month, I was like, yeah, I can do this. And then it just, more shit gets piled on, and your manifestation could almost go from I want it to I don't even fucking want it. I've been like, just been waiting too long, or it's not what it looks like. So this to me is almost an acceptance of a misplaced manifestation, or the idea that yes, you want to move forward. That's great. You can totally do that. That's achievable. You will achieve that with the Chariot. You're going to prevail. Yet there's still a requirement to look, judgment, or a requirement to look at yourself. Not even just yourself. Look at everyone. Look at who's around you. Look at who's helped you. Look at how far you've come. The patience it's taken to get here. Instead of looking at how far you have to go, look at where you've come from, how far you've come, you know? Temperance is also, it's almost like being able to see the bigger picture. So because we're in Gemini season now, you have those two polar opposites, right? Gemini and Sagittarius. This is a Sag card. So having the Gemini and Sagittarius North Node in astrology right now, basically we're going towards looking at many different ideas, many different intellectual ways to process things like a Gemini would. They're very intellectual. Yet Sagittarius, being the South Node, has the bigger picture. So I would step into almost, as much as you want to be like a Cancer, like the Chariot, you want to go and prevail, you want to, I would almost say it's like the mother of the zodiac, or the get the fuck in the minivan, we're going to do errands, right? Judgment is a little bit more like, it's not a domineering parental figure. It's basically something inside you that it's your almost your internal compass on when there's something wrong, or when things feel good, or when you feel like you're doing good. I wouldn't say justice, but when you're doing just, when you're doing good for yourself and others. It's not just about you anymore in this day and age. In Aquarius, the age of Aquarius is not just about you anymore. It's about everyone, right? So temperance being here is almost have patience for, even though you want to move forward, even though you have these ideas and you might be functioning like a Gemini, you might be intellectually like bored as fuck because you're like, oh my God, I'm ready to move forward. The rest of the world might not be, or the rest of the squad isn't. The rest of your humans have not quite caught up. And it's not to say that you need to slow down your process. It's just to say a lot of other people right now might be going within. So to have patience for other people while they are working through those old habits, while you're working through this Mercury retrograde, allow more faith hope. Allow more, expect less and allow more. So instead of domineering a situation or trying to do old behaviors or trying to do things the way you used to do them to move forward, sometimes it's okay to sit still, go within, heal, eat something, shower if you haven't showered in a few fucking days, go buy yourself coffee if you haven't, if you're tired, even if it's 6 o'clock in the afternoon and you need to do something with yourself, instead of getting stuck back in your mental habits and feeling like things aren't progressing. So the Knight of Pentacles is basically a stable person coming in, but you don't necessarily feel like you are stable. Even though this could be in your fiber, this could be in who you are. You know, you could be attracting abundance all the time anyways. It's almost like it doesn't feel stable enough to take that manifestation step, or it doesn't feel safe enough or stable enough yet to fully step into this new version of us that everyone keeps talking about, right? We have to go within. We have to go within and be able to move forward, to release expectations on other people, because those are past habits. Like, if you didn't know, we are a giant microcosm group of people. Like humans, we're a giant soup. So if you didn't know, now you fucking do. We're a giant soup. So that to me is basically have some empathy, show a little bit of understanding, and the future of moving forward and feeling less toxic, like the meme of Gemini usually is, right? And stepping into a bigger picture, into the Sagittarius mentality, into expansion, stepping into expansion instead of micro managing. And you might be excited, you know, this is going to bring a lot of excitement, but I don't think it's going to be at the cost of your stability should you run for this excitement. I mean, if your creativity tells you to go somewhere, go there, right? Yet if you're being told to stay, like, I can't talk to people right now. I'm just like, gotta deal with my own head, right? I'm staying in my lane, and that might piss people off, because usually sometimes I would respond, or sometimes I would give my energy freely. I don't have any energy to give right now. I'm recharging, right? And just like everybody, we all had this tower moment. We've had many tower moments. We've all had this power of the magician too, to being able to feel powerful and unbreakable, but at the same time might have been built on a rough structure, might have been built on things that weren't meant to stay in your life for too long, right? The stability needs to be there so that you can rebuild the tower, so you can rebuild your lighthouse, so you can rebuild your, I didn't know this, but the tower is actually a lighthouse. It's a cool story, you should look that up. Anyways, okay. Final messages from the universe. Don't sabotage. Don't sabotage other people. Don't sabotage yourself. You have to literally self-preserve Netflix and chill for the next like 2 weeks. I would recommend doing it. Don't act on your passions. Don't act on your dick. Don't act on your fucking cooch. Don't act on your gook. I don't know. What the fuck does that mean? There's many options. There's many future outcomes, but manifestationing during this process right now, and the moon that just happened in Sagittarius, if I were you, I would wait until June 10th to do fucking anything, because illumination's coming for you.